Okay, so Twitter are under fire right now for some serious allegations as well, and like just saying, most of this video will likely be censored out because this is a very sensitive topic and I don't really want any problems with YouTube just yet. So around yesterday, New York Times dropped the tweet on Twitter saying Twitter refused to remove child P because it didn't violate policies. Lawsuit. And you know, just by seeing lawsuit and seeing child P, I already know Twitter are in for a lot of trouble and that they got a serious case on their hands, man. And this is a serious matter, a serious problem they have on their hands. And you know, to be honest, this situation could have easily been avoided if it wasn't for Twitter actually acting out on their policies correctly. But you know, Twitter just decided to this time forget about their policies because apparently this clip of child P is making them a ton of money, and it's just disgusting. There's no way of putting it, there's no way of nicely putting it, it's just disgusting. And you know, I'm gonna be fair here, it's not only Twitter that have this problem with keeping consistent with their policies. I feel like YouTube, Twitch, they also have problems with this as well. I've made multiple videos of Twitch and how they casually dish out unfair bans to many people. And trust me, I don't even want to get started with YouTube. YouTube is in a whole different realm of just annoyance for me. I'm just not going to start with them. And I'm just going to read out some key parts of the article, starting with this one. Over the next month, the videos will be reported to Twitter at least 3 times. First on December 25th, 2019. But the tech giant still failed to do anything about it until a federal law enforcement officer got involved. And you know, when you got a federal law enforcer getting involved to remove child P from a platform as big as Twitter, you know, it's kind of ridiculous. You know, you'd expect them to handle the situation properly and remove the video as quick as possible. But in this case, they seem to just decide to ignore it because they're making money. And you know, they didn't report it once, they didn't report it twice, they reported it 3 times and still nothing was done about it. And you know, just think about the thousands of other people that probably saw the video and reported it as well. And you know, seeing this part of the article, I'm pretty sure you as well will probably get that secondhand frustration that I'm getting as well, because I can literally feel the victims' frustration in this matter. Finally, on January 28th, Twitter replied to Doe and said they wouldn't be taking down the material, which had already racked up over 167,000 views and 2,230 retweets. I feel like the only thing I can feel in this situation is just shock. And for one, which sick people would be retweeting child P? Like, that's already messed up enough. But then the fact that Twitter decided to do nothing about this, it just genuinely confuses me. I don't get how this has been allowed on their platform. And you know, Twitter's response to this whole thing, it was just even worse. It just really draws out every piece of anger that's within you. Thanks for reaching out. We reviewed the content and didn't find a violation of our policies, so no action will be taken at this time. And you know, the only response I can think to give to this is how dare they think that this is a valid response to such a serious report. And it only makes me question that it's just the way that they act with all their other responses to reports of serious nature as well. Because if it is, they probably got a ton of other lawsuits coming towards them, honestly. And you know, I'm not really against the whole lawsuit, because if I was in this kid's position or if I was this kid's parent, I'd probably be pretty pissed, because how is this allowed on a website, a platform as big as Twitter? And you know, Twitter, they have to provide a ton of evidence to really go against this, you know, because there's a lot of evidence already out there. This kid clearly a victim to Twitter being ignorant towards their own guidelines, their own policies. And if they actually have nothing to defend themselves with, they better start getting their money ready, because they're probably going to be losing quite a lot of it. And you know, Twitter didn't decide to take down this video of their own will, or because they decided to reevaluate the situation and follow the guidelines, doing their job properly. No, it wasn't that at all. Not even close. They only decided to take down the video because the victim's mother had to get in contact with the Department of Homeland Security, who actually had Twitter remove the videos. And only after the video had successfully been removed, Twitter thought that this is probably the best time to start suspending the accounts that were sharing this video, only because an agent from the Homeland Security requested the video to get taken down. They decided, you know, this is probably the right time to start suspending the accounts of people who are literally PPs, for one. Like, there's no denying it. These people are literally distributing child P to probably other certain widows who you know who they are. And Twitter only realized that now is the time to suspend the accounts, because that's perfect timing, isn't it? I don't even know what to make of Twitter right now. This is probably the worst case of a platform not following their their own guidelines, their own policies, and it really just brings out how much they care about their users. You know, if they're getting a quick buck, they can decide to forget their own rules. Yeah, I completely agree. The situation is messed up, but you know, I'm just here sharing my thoughts as usual. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it's not really a video for enjoying. And I'd like to remind you guys that if you want, you can drop a like, drop a sub. It would help a lot with the channel. We're still trying to grow, and it would be highly appreciated. Anyway, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video, and yeah, bye.